Animals have true freedom, a much truer freedom than humans will ever have. And I think what separates humans from animals is ambition. As soon as you aspire to be somewhere or something or someone, you lose true freedom because you have to adhere to a certain set of rules in order to get to the goals that you're aspiring to. I'm not saying aspirations are bad, but you can't deny that even if you aspire to be something that's good, you lose true freedom. You can't act freely if you want to achieve that goal. Even if the goal is something like, oh, I want to lose 10 kilograms by next year, you have certain rules you have to impose on yourself. What you can eat, when you have to go to the gym, when you have to not go to the gym, when you have to go to sleep. So when something comes up, like someone says, hey man, I want to have a try this dope cake I made, you don't have freedom. Well, I mean you do, but you don't. You have the freedoms to set the rules on yourself in the first place, but you're also in the back of your mind, you have these rules, you lose freedom. I don't think animals think that way. I mean, it's a whole other video in itself whether animals have, you know, theory of mind and understand their own intelligence or plan for the future in ways that are beyond basic survival, but I don't think animals ever just think, I reckon next month I'm gonna try and run 100 meters in only 7 seconds. Obviously they don't speak English or understand measurement increments or increments of time or time as a concept. But you get what I'm saying. Animals don't impose rules on themselves to achieve certain goals the same way humans do, not consciously. Anyway, alright. Oop, focus. Arr. Ow. That sounds more like a dog, like arr.
Dog.
You sound like a dog. Hey, give me all your gold.
Hey, pirate.
You're a pirate. What you have to think about when setting a goal for yourself and imposing rules on yourself is the happiness I'm going to get from the goal higher than the happiness I will lose from adhering to the rules I had to adhere to achieve the goal? A while ago I made a video that was in response to another guy's video, and it was about sleep patterns. There was this guy named Jordan, and in the video I talked about how he wasn't happy with his attention span and his mood and his day-to-day life, and he largely blamed the fact that he didn't sleep properly and he went on his phone too much. So he gave himself all these rules, like he had to go to sleep by like 10 and get up every day at, I think it was 5, he wouldn't go on his phone at certain times after waking up, he wouldn't go on his phone in his bedroom, stuff like that. It seemed to be working quite well for him, but what he didn't really talk about in the video, and what pretty much all YouTubers, when they have like a motivational change for you to try in your life, they really skim the surface of the realities of doing that thing. He didn't really talk about any of the complications that might come up by sticking to a routine like this. So he's gonna go to sleep every night at 10 o'clock, you know, give or take 20 minutes or so, but let's say it's 10. What happens if a friend said to him, hey man, want to go to the movies at say 9:30? Now obviously, if you go to the movies at 9:30, you're not getting to bed at 10. That's how time works. Let's say if he went to the movies at 9:30, he was going to get to sleep, I don't know, 12, midnight, okay? Now he has two choices. He can say yes, or he can say no. Now let's explore yes. He says yes. He goes to the movies, he gets home at 12, he gets to sleep at 12:30. Now, he's probably not going to get up at 5 o'clock the next day like he has been every other day, because then he'd be super tired throughout the day, which would ruin the whole point of him doing the sleep schedule thing anyway. So let's say he sleeps in, he gets up at, I don't know, 8. That night he's probably not going to be tired and ready to go to sleep at 10 like he has been, so he goes to sleep a little bit later. But then the next day he does get up at 5, but he got slightly less sleep, so he is a bit cranky throughout the day. Let's say, if he only does 2 things a week, let's say he hangs out with friends twice a week, once or twice, the whole sleep schedule thing's effed. He talked in the video about, I get up at 5 o'clock every day, I feel so great. So what, you can't hang out past 10 ever? Let's explore the other option. He could have said no, I'm not going to the movies, I have to go to sleep at 10. How many things is he going to say no to in his life? Like, say, I don't know, 30 things a year that he says no to? Goes back to what I said before. Is the happiness he's going to get from having a nice sleep schedule more than the happiness he'll lose from saying no to all those events with his friends? As soon as you aspire to something like a sleep schedule, you lose freedom. You can't make choices without thinking about that rule or the rules that you have to adhere to get to that goal. Goals are great, rules are great, I guess, if you want them, but everything in moderation, including moderation. Oscar Wilde said that, I think that's the quote. If he didn't, and I'm making it up. It's a good quote anyway. By which I mean, moderate everything, except when you just feel like going nuts. Then you can go nuts.
Every single one.
Evidence.
Get your feet out the bomb. Hey, hey, get your feet out the bomb.
One other time.
Hey guys, should I put
Fingers in that.
It's alright, you've got 9
do it?
It's rubbish.
We won't be able to see it.
Close to the edge, mate.
Alright, Harper, we're gonna go to the beach and light this?
Yeah, see what it is.
Yeah, no, we are going to the beach. I forgot to tell you.
It's too big.
Too
So we're
big.
gonna make it smaller.